Welcome to the Man United stream. Hope you're doing well, people. Hope you're doing well. We've got a big one, haven't we? It's a big game. It's a clash of the Titans, a game that every football fan wants to watch. Real Madrid against Man City. What do you think the scoreline's going to be? I mean, I want to see a lot of goals tonight. I want to see a lot of goals. I want to see the battle of Mbappé against Haaland. I'm hoping that he's fit. I'm hoping Mbappé features for Real Madrid. I want to see Real Madrid cook because I feel like they've not been playing well in recent months. I mean, I don't feel like Xabi Alonso is doing a very good job at Real Madrid. In fact, his job might be at risk. His manager career at Real Madrid might be at risk. I can see why. Because, look, they've got to win the league, they've got to win the Champions League, or they've got to come really far in the latter stages of the Champions League, and they've got to win everything they can. That's Real Madrid. That's the bottom line with Real Madrid. You can't just get away with finishing second or third and not really doing well in the Champions League. No, that we've seen managers get sacked for much less at Real Madrid. So their standard is very high, and if you're not going to compete with everything, you're going to be out. You're going to be out. Guys, as soon as you jump on, please make sure you hit the like button. We've got about 5 minutes before kickoff. So what I'll do, I will take you through the lineups between Man City and Real Madrid. There are some interesting team picks, interesting changes. Let's go and quickly have a look at them. So we've got Real Madrid we'll start off with first, and Real Madrid are kicking off with Courtois in goals. Valverde playing right back. I mean, I'm not a fan of that. I really am not. I feel like Valverde, one of the best centre mid players in the world, and he is being asked to play in right back. What is that all about? Why? Seriously, Asensio, Rudiger and Carreras playing in the rest of the defence. It picks itself. They've got lots of injuries, Real Madrid. Most of the defence is out, so they've got that. Then they've got Bellingham, Tchouaméni and Celebos in the midfield. Then they've got Vinicius, Garcia and Rodrigo up front. Yes, Mbappé is on the bench. Not very happy with that, I must admit. And then we've got Donnarumma for Man City. We've got Donnarumma, we've got Nunes, Diaz, Guardiola and O'Reilly. That's a very strong defence in my opinion. Then they've got Gonzalez, who is playing as the CDM. And then they've got Silva. Yes, Silva. How long has it been since we haven't seen him? Shirky, Foden, Doku, and then the ever impressive, the goal machine in Haaland, Erling Haaland. I mean, I've known he's a top player, but this season I've really been impressed with what he's done for Man City. He's carried them in some games. He's been sensational. So that is the team for Man City. It's going to be. I hope it's just going to be a end-to-end crazy game. There are other Champions League games as well going on. I will keep you updated with all of them. Let me just log in here, by the way. Make sure I keep you up to date with all the scores across the entire European night of amazing football. So we've got Real Madrid, Man City, of course. That's the featured game on this channel. Then we have Benfica against Napoli. That'll be interesting. Let's see what happens. That two very good games. Bernabeu looks insane, by the way. I mean, I was looking at the images of it and I was like, whoa, that is a beautiful stadium. Beautiful. Then we got Athletic Club against PSG. PSG should be winning that one. Arsenal against Club Brugge. Again, Arsenal unbeaten in the Champions League. I think they're going to get a win quite comfortably. Then they've got Juventus against Paphos. They've got Dortmund against Bodo Glimt. I mean, they're more. I mean, Newcastle as well. Actually, Newcastle against Leverkusen today as well. So some big games across Europe, but this has to be the biggest one, right? I mean, the two clash of the big teams here. You could argue both teams haven't hit the heights that they should be doing in the Champions League. I'll say Man City are a team who are better in form than the others, but yeah, let's hope we get a good game. That's all I'm hoping for. I'm hoping for a very good end-to-end game, and we get to see some exciting football. That's what we want to see, don't we? We don't want to see any boring defensive football. We want to see attacking football. It's a shame, isn't it, that Mbappé is not starting. I mean, I guess they're going to have to protect him in terms of playing him when he's not fully fit or he's just recovering. You do not want that. You do not want that. You want your players, obviously, you make sure that they're comfortable and they're ready to go when they're ready. When they're ready, you can't force these things. Jim, welcome. Hope you're doing well. Sorry you can't watch this with you, but I'd like and share the video. No problem, Jim. You take it easy. I know it's short notice and stuff, but no problem, mate. You get on with what you need to do, and I will touch base with you tomorrow, and we will hopefully discuss the news coming out of Man United, because there is plenty in terms of Zertsky and Menu, which is doing the rounds. I knew it would. It was going to be a busy news day as soon as Man United got over the Monday night football game. I knew immediately questions are going to be asked about the rest of the United team, especially when we've got some players who are off on international duty. Mbumo, Ahmad and Mazraoui. Anyway, guys, coming back to this game, forget all that right now. We're concentrating on Real Madrid against Man City. Haaland looks chilled, shaking hands with Valverde and Courtois. Man City and Real Madrid, they've played against each other plenty of times in the Champions League. They know fully each other's way of playing, although the only difference is this year Real Madrid have got Xabi Alonso as their new manager, so he might set the team up a bit differently and play slightly different, but they are playing a 4-3-3 formation. Looks like it's going to be I mean, look, it's still attacking lineup. Vinicius and Rodrigo on either wing are very difficult to handle. However, recently, the Premier League teams that have faced La Liga have done pretty well against La Liga teams. And there was some talk of La Liga teams having fell off, not doing too well, and Premier League just having too much firepower. But this is going to be a big test. We saw Arsenal... well, I wouldn't say smash PSG, but they did do pretty well against them. I had PSG favourites at that game, but then was it PSG? Sorry, no, not PSG. I was Bayern Munich. I'm talking about Bayern Munich. The way they beat Bayern Munich was very convincing as well. So the talk was going around how the whole of the Premier League, most of the Premier League teams were just too good right now in comparison to even the big teams across Europe like PSG, like Bayern, and like Real Madrid and Barcelona. Barcelona, of course, as well, struggling in the Champions League, not really looking like the team that they were a couple of years ago. Something's missing, and this Real Madrid team is where it's really concerning, because Real Madrid traditionally have been very, very strong in the Champions League, especially under Ancelotti. They looked like every time they played, they looked like they were going to reach the final. Somehow they'd get the job done, even in games where there was sometimes you'd look at the games and think, no way are Real Madrid going to get back today. But they did. Anyway, kick-off has started. Let me start my timer. I always do this with the timer. Always mess it up. Let me just start it. Here we go. Kick-off. Real Madrid in their white kit, and Man City in what I can... Is it like a dark green kit or something? I can't tell from the colour. My screen's not very good at Sure, it looks like a dark color. I mean, it could be black or green. I didn't even bother looking, but it's weird color. It's not. Doku on the charge immediately, but Rudiger defends it well and takes it out for a throwing. Yeah, I'm hoping for a good game, guys. I'm hoping for a big game. I'm hoping for a game that is actually exciting. We get to see some good goals if we can. Of course, it would have been a lot nicer if we had Mbappé, like I said, starting as well. It would have been a clash of the two strikers, seeing the difference. I mean, Haaland, with his numbers in the Champions League, I think is way ahead. Let me just check, actually. Let me check. I will do. No, Kylian Mbappé actually is the highest scorer. What am I talking about, man? 9 goals for Mbappé. Then it's Osimhen, and then it's Erling Haaland with 5. So, wow, Mbappe's way ahead. Anyway, Vinicius on the attack. Counter-attack on Man City here. They look like they're in trouble. Oh, bad choice of ball. He tried to play the ball forward to Gonzalez, but he should have played it to Rodrigo. But anyway, Vinicius back on the attack again. Oh, that could be a pen. It's a pen. Immediately, guys, we get a pen immediately. This is literally 2 minutes into the game, and we've got a pen for Real Madrid. Vinicius gets taken down by, is it Ruben Diaz? Is it? Let me see. Is it Ruben Diaz or Bernardo? I can't see it. It's Bernardo, it looks like. No, it's not. It is. Oh, it's Mateus. And it's Nunez. Oh, look. Do you know what? He has a tendency to do this, doesn't he? He has a tendency to put his foot in at the wrong time and not look convincing. He's going to now the VAR screen. Oh no, it's going to get overturned. Is it? Is he going? No. He's saying he's seen the screen and VAR are looking at it. It's confusing. It's confusing because I can't hear the commentary, but it looks like he's given the pen. Oh no, it's a free kick. What? No way. So he's changed it from a pen to a free kick, and oh, that's right on the line. Right on the line. That is crazy. I honestly thought everyone thought it's a pen, but it's not. Unfortunately, it would have been nice to see Real Madrid take the lead. I mean, I'm neutral, but if I was to pick a team, I'd probably prefer Real Madrid at this moment in time. Just because I want to see Real Madrid play better. It makes it for an exciting competition going into the Champions League. You want to see the best teams playing. Real Madrid currently are in 4th in the Champions League, so they have been doing pretty well. I thought they weren't doing well. It must have been. Anyway, free kick gets taken by Valverde, and he just blasts it. Hits the wall, and it goes out for a corner kick, but it could have gone anywhere. It looked like it was going in for a moment. Wow, that was on target, but then it hit the foot of one of the Man City players, and it's gone out for a corner kick. So Real Madrid all over Man City at this moment in time, with a very good start. So let's see what they can do from this corner. Corner comes in, it gets cleared. Oh, it gets cleared as far as Valverde, who then snatches at it, misses it completely, and now Man City have got a counter here, guys. Man City, oh no, he checks back. What was all that about? And they're taking a free kick instead. Who was that? Was it Shirky? I mean, why did he just not continue running? It was a beautiful counter-attack. They had men over. Real Madrid were struggling to get back, and he just checked back. He just stopped running. Anyways, so we've got Guardiola on the ball with Doku. Man City with the ball, man. Man City are now trying to slow things down a bit and trying to get back into the game, but they're not. Let's see. Bellingham with a ball, really nice ball across to Valverde. all the way across. That's a beautiful ball. Beautiful ball. Yeah, and I wouldn't mind seeing Bellingham back in this game as well, because I feel like he's not been playing too well. And let's see if he can really cook. You know, I think it gives an opportunity to the likes of Vinicius Jr. and Rodrigo having Mbappe out. At least they can then say, look, we're good to handle. We're good enough to handle the pressure. We're good enough to lead the team forward and go and play some serious football. Oh, Man City. Ooh, I thought for a moment there, Man City, Cherki might be in on goal. Anyway, this is end-to-end football, guys. I'm loving it so far. Rodrigo plays a long ball forward. This is Vinicius. Oh, he misses it. He tries to chip Donnarumma. Oh, my word. That would have been a nasty goal. That would have been a nasty goal. What a ball by Rodrigo, though. He plays a beautiful ball across goal. He's running down the right wing. He's onside. He's running down, and Vinicius is on the other side, on the left wing side, and he's just played the ball across. Oh, that was a chance, guys. That was a chance. He should have put that away. Should have made more of that. He didn't even get Donnarumma to save it, so it wasn't even a save. It was just misplay. Oh, it was awful. Could have at least got it on target. He tried to chip it over Donnarumma, but in doing so, he kind of just got it off target, and it went just down the side of the goal. This is brilliant football so far, guys. I'm loving it because Real Madrid, being the home side, they're attacking, but Man City are not sitting back. They're not scared. They know that it's best to get a goal against Real Madrid and put them on the back foot. Man City are missing, obviously, Rodri as well. So they're missing some key players, both these sides. We've seen Man City without Rodri. They don't look the same. They never look the same without Rodri. So let's see what happens here. Guardiola on the ball to O'Reilly, who's been impressive, the youngster. Again, it goes to Vinicius Jr. Vinicius Jr. is running at Man City's defence, and they can't cope with him. Ruben Diaz just about gets the ball off him now and runs away with it. And now Man City are on the attack. Haaland, I don't think has touched the ball yet, but that's his game, isn't it, really? You see Haaland, he barely touches the ball, but when he needs to, he finishes them. He finishes the Cherki there. Oh, that was that skill move on Rudiger. He twists him and nutmegs him. That was brilliant by Cherki, man. Cherki, first season for Man City. I'd say he's done pretty well. He's settled in. He's done pretty well. He was always going to be a very good player for him. But yeah. Man City's just trying to keep the ball, but Real Madrid not giving him much space. Not giving him much space. So yeah, Mbappé, I've heard he's on the bench, by the way, guys. He is on the bench, but it's highly unlikely that they'll play him unless something drastic happens. I can't see him coming on. They might give him some minutes to run out if everything's going to plan. Doku brings the ball down. It drops to him again. This is a chance. Oh, brilliant tackle there. Brilliant tackle there by Bellingham. Just picks the ball off him and then takes it out. But he loses it. He loses it to Nunez. So picture goes on to Mbappé, sat next to Endrick. Let's see what this does for us, guys. Let's see what happens with this game, man. I'm pumped. I'm pumped, I must admit. Anyway, let me just go check the score lines out on the So just over 10 minutes now played in all the Champions League games, and it is a scoreline across Europe is no one scored. Nobody has scored in the first 10 minutes of any game being played in the Champions League tonight, and 12 minutes have passed now, and yeah, no goals. Athletic Club PSG 0-0, Bayern Leverkusen Newcastle 0-0, Benfica Napoli 0-0, Borussia Dortmund Bodo Glimt 0-0, Club Brugge Arsenal 0-0, Juventus and Paphos 0-0, and Real Madrid, of course, and Man City 0-0. I will keep you up to date with all the scorelines across Europe, so make sure you stay here, make sure you hit the like, make sure you subscribe, and if you're watching this after the live event, you can always subscribe and like as well. So yeah. I thought for a moment there Guardiola lost the ball and Gonzalez would have been through on goal there. Anyway, Man City back with the ball, but it's offside. So it's a bit choppy right now. I mean, from the start of the game where Real Madrid had that great chance with Vinicius and he nearly got a pen. It took VAR to decide it was a free kick and it was out of the area, but either way, that was a very good chance. I mean, imagine if they got a penalty and it was, 1-0 to Real Madrid in this game already. Man City have got the firepower, of course, to score. They've been playing well as well. I mean, let me just check the table. Let me see where Man City are. Man City are sat 11th in the Champions League. So they've not had a very good run in so far. They've not done too well. They're just one place above Newcastle, and in fact below Tottenham, who won yesterday. So Man City will be desperate to win this game today, or at least get a positive result in terms of maybe getting a draw at the Bernabeu. Maybe it could be. I'm not quite sure how they're gonna go forward with this, but anyways, Real Madrid just trying to hold on to the ball. Back to Courtois, the ever-present Courtois. I mean, what keeper he's been for Real Madrid. And Donnarumma on the other end as well. I mean, two great goalkeepers. And it's a shame United didn't even attempt to sign Donnarumma. I mean, it would have been nice to even think of the idea of him being at United. Of course, we've got Sonny Lemons, a young prodigy, a young goalkeeper who could be a very good goalkeeper in the future. But, Donnarumma, with all his experience and just his shot-stopping ability is second to none. He's so good. But anyway, Rodrigo on the run here. Guardiola is going to be getting a yellow card. No way is he not going to get ref's not going to give him a yellow card. That is lucky because Rodrigo has his number. Rodrigo was almost past him and he was going to just put his afterburners on, but Guardiola knew that and he just took him out, but he didn't get a yellow card. So the ref's been slightly lenient in these first minutes or first 15 minutes of this game. He's done pretty well in terms of not giving anyone a yellow card yet. Again, O'Reilly this time comes in, takes out Valverde, but Real Madrid immediately take the free kick and play on, even though Valverde's still down. Real Madrid don't wait around. They're in a rush to try and get a goal, keep the pace up and pressure Man City, but Man City are struggling down this right side. They are struggling. Both O'Reilly and Guardiola have got their work cut out with both Valverde and Rodrigo making these forward runs. So yeah, it's interesting to see how they're going to carry on with this. Clearly Real Madrid are pushing down this side, and they see this as an opportunity, this side. I haven't seen much of Bellingham in this game so far, which is strange to say, but he's not been on the ball much. Rodrigo's looking really lively, though. Really lively. He looks like he wants to He wants to make everything of this chance of playing from the start in this game. Vinicius on the ball on the edge of the penalty area. He takes it past one. He cuts it back in, and he gets. They're claiming handball. They're claiming handball here. They're saying it's handball. Is it? No, it's not. No, ref says no. He's not even checking, is he? Is he checking? He's saying no, it's corner. He's not even checking. Let's see. No, that would have been harsh. That would against Nunez. Nunez wasn't even looking. He wasn't even looking. He was just trying to block the corner to come in, looking the other way, and it hit his hand. And it was very close to him. So anyway, Real Madrid get a corner, and they are ready in it. Corner comes in. Oh, that was close, man. I thought that was going to drop onto a Real Madrid head, and it was going to be a goal. Gonzalez took that corner. That was a brilliant corner, man. Brilliant corner. Anyway, Bellingham on the ball, looking up, seeing who he can pass it to. It goes back to Valverde. Valverde passes it to Vinicius. To Carreras. Carreras to Vinicius again. Vinicius to Rodrigo, who's playing out on that left side for some reason, but he's there and he gets fouled. And it's a free kick to Real Madrid. Real Madrid have been the better side so far in the opening 20 minutes of this game, guys. Real Madrid are pressuring Man City, and Man City are having to make lots and lots of tackles, and most of them are fouls. And I'm surprised the ref hasn't given him a yellow card. Again, the ref is keeping his cards in his pockets. Doesn't want to give yellow cards out. But yeah, I mean, I think on any other day, another ref would have been dishing them out. I mean, it would have, a lot more yellow cards would have come out. Anyway, Rodrigo stepping over the free kick, takes a free kick. Oh, Rodrigo with a header. It goes wide. I mean, these chances, Real Madrid need to be making more of these chances. They need to get them on target. For all the chances they've created, I can't remember Donnarumma having. Oh, it was Tchouaméni who headed that and took it off Rudiger's head. All these chances, but I can't remember a save that Donnarumma's had to make. So, yeah, let's see what comes of this. Real Madrid, again, winning the ball back immediately. Man City haven't seen much of the ball. They're just defending mostly right now. So, it's a Real Madrid throwing. I mean, I've been impressed with Real Madrid, man. I really have. I wasn't expecting them to come out this positive. I thought maybe it's going to be a cagey affair. I was hoping that it wasn't. I was hoping that we'd get to see lots of goals. And the last game I watched Real Madrid play was against Olympiacos away from home, and I was surprised. They let a lot of goals go in. And if it wasn't for Mbappe's 4 goals or whatever, I don't think Real Madrid would have won that game. But anyway, he's not here. They're going to have to do the job without him, and they're so far doing a pretty good job. Vinicius on the edge of the penalty area tries to come in on and pass the ball, but he fails, and it goes to Real Madrid. It goes to Man City, who then get a free kick. It's taken quickly, and Cherki on the ball. Now it's Bernardo Silva. Bernardo Silva back to Cherki. Man City are not positive in terms of going forward, driving forward. I don't understand why. They just keep playing the ball back. They want to hold the ball, but not actually attack with it. Strange behaviour so far. I mean, Cherki has had 2 chances now, or just to drive forward, but he's not willing to do it. Whether he knows he hasn't got the pace to beat Carreras, who is the ex-Man United youngster, yes, who we let leave because we're idiots. But anyway, that's a whole new topic, whole new can of worms, isn't it, really? But yeah, he is now a starter for Real Madrid, and he's had a sensational season so far for him. He's like a brilliant left back. Oh, ball. Cherki goes forward this time. He does drive forward. Or is it no? It's Bernardo Silva who drives forward. He gets Real Madrid get caught napping. It was a free kick. Man City looked up and immediately passed it out wide. But anyway, Man City now still holding onto the ball, but this time Real Madrid are now back in their defensive shape, looking to just see this one out. Man City are extremely slow at doing anything, and now the game has stopped because Haaland has knocked into Asensio or something like that. What's he done? Oh, he's pushed him over right next to the referee. Referee was stood right there. I'm shocked that, again, referee is been really lenient in terms of yellow cards. He's not shown in today's game. Pep animated on the side, on the touch line once. I don't know what he's complaining about, but he must be saying, you know, Pep must feel at home though, right? Being the Barca man and Barca manager, the Real Madrid fans must want to see this win today, not just because of the Champions League, but also because it is the former Barca player, former Barca manager. I think they want to get a job done on him, but I like Pep. Pep is class manager. He went through a bit of a rough period last season, but he's got the team playing back again to almost their best, and they look like they're doing well in the Champions League and in the Premier League. So yeah, he's got them back to almost to where they were. But I still feel that something's missing in this Man City team. I still feel like it's not the City of old where they were just turning up, blowing teams away, and they had lots of firepower, and the passing and the possession that they had in games was just exceptional. They haven't got that. I don't know whether they'll get that back. I mean, I just feel like their midfield is lacking, in my opinion. I just feel like they haven't got the players, they haven't got the legs there that they did have. But and look, they've got Haaland who's doing really well for him. But yeah, I think there's still others that need to settle in and start playing more football for him. Shirky being one. There's also Mamouche. There's also Rinders who've come in this season, and this is their first full season. And yeah, they've played well, but I think if they start improving, then Man City will be very difficult to beat. Anyway, Rodrigo on the ball here. Rodrigo plays it back to Gonzalez. Carrera's on the ball to Tchouaméni, man, in that midfield. He's a giant. He's a giant, massive. Anyway, Rodrigo on the ball, goes past the wing, crosses it in. No one there, nobody in the area. This is where they're missing that focal point. They haven't got anybody. I mean, Garcia is not sticking to his position. I don't know where the hell. Well, he's there now. I've seen him now, but he's not even in the centre. He wasn't even there. He's now moving into centre, hoping that cross comes in, but no cross comes in. A cross does come in eventually, and it gets cleared quite easily. Guardiola plays it back to Donnarumma, who clears his lines. Yeah, Real Madrid comfortable, but they're not making use of this possession. And you can have all the possession in the world, but if you're not actually creating any chances, clear-cut chances, and if you're not scoring any goals, there's no point in having all that possession, right? Real Madrid have had 4 attempts on goal. Man City have had 0 attempts on goal, but the scoreline is still 0-0. And Man City will grow in confidence, knowing full well that they've faced the best of Real Madrid, and Real Madrid haven't been able to get a goal. So they'll be happy with this start. Man City away from home, by the way, so they'll be like, right, okay, we expected them to attack us, we expected them to do this, but we can nick a goal. And I think that's how Real Madrid, Man City have set up. They've set up knowing full well they've got Doku, they've got Haaland, who can pull something out of the bag and get them a goal. I'm not saying Real Madrid haven't got the same, but Real Madrid just have not made any use of the domination that they've had so far in this first half. Let me do a quick check on the scores across Europe, see if anything else has changed, any goals or not. Yeah, we've had a goal here and there. In the Bayer Leverkusen are leading Newcastle 1-0. So Leverkusen have taken an early lead against Newcastle at home. So Newcastle playing away, it wasn't going to be an easy game at Leverkusen. And yeah, 1-0 to them. And then we got Borussia Dortmund, who've taken the lead against Bodo Glimt. That's a game they should be winning, really, right? They should be winning that game. Oh, I don't know why I'm yawning. I don't know why I'm yawning, but it's not easy watching the game without any commentary. I do like my commentary, you know what I mean? I do like it. I do like some commentary, you know, some goals. I like some goals. Hey! Oh, yeah. Yes. Come on, give the goal. Give the goal to celebrate. Oh, it's a goal! It's a goal! Real Madrid score with the Rodrigo goal. What a finish! I mean, I was just playing the sound. You know, the goal. Let it finish. Right, okay. I was just playing it just to kind of lighten the mood. And I was like, oh, maybe if I play it, someone scores. And, well, that's exactly what happened. Real Madrid, Man City lose the ball right on the in the Real Madrid deep in the Real Madrid area. Then it gets played to Bellingham. Bellingham looks across, plays it. Is he offside? No, he's not. He plays it to Rodrigo. He was way out. He shouldn't be scoring from there, but he makes it look easy. Did I not say Rodrigo looked like he was up for it today? I'm just too good at analysing these games. Seriously. So I said Rodrigo looks like he's up for it today. Every time he's getting the ball, he's causing so much difficulty for O'Reilly, Guardiola down that side. No one can keep up with him. He seems really up for it today, and O'Reilly could not deal with him. And that was such a beautiful finish. First time, I think Donnarumma should have done better with it, but he didn't. But I think what happened with Donnarumma is I think he didn't even realise he's going to take the shot immediately. He took the first time shot, Rodrigo did, and he just nestled it into the far corner. Really good finish. And yeah, I was just saying also about how Real Madrid needed to take advantage of all the possession that they've had, right? They've had so much possession and it's all kicking off now. Something's kicked off. Doku's kicked off with Rudiger. Rudiger is now kicking off. What's going on here? What is going on? They're all having a ding-dong. Doku's not happy about something. Yeah, Doku's not happy. Doku's not happy with Asensio for some reason. And now, is it Rodrigo? He's gone down, clutching his thigh, saying someone's... I don't know what's happened to him. Foden's on, by the way. Foden has come on. Oh, Foden has been playing. What the hell? No. Oh, yeah, Foden has been playing, man. What am I talking about? Foden's been playing from the start. He's just not featured in the game. I've not seen him much. It's madness, isn't it? How a player Oh no, Rodrigo's hurt himself, guys. Off the ball. He's just slipped. And he's hurt his thigh. This is a weird one, guys. He's back up, though. He's back up walking. But he must have pulled something up. Let's see how he carries on. It'll be a shame for him to be injured and go off, because he's been the one player I've really enjoyed watching. Anyways, throwing to Real Madrid. 1-0. I've not even changed the scoreline. What am I doing, man? What am I doing? I swear, the things I have to deal with. Where is it? Where's the scoreline? Let me see. I can't even see it right now. Oh, there we go. Team scores. Real Madrid 1. I called it, didn't I? I started celebrating the goal well before it actually happened. And yeah, it did. It happened, guys. It happened. Real Madrid leading 1-0 against Man City at home at the Bernabeu. Arsenal have also taken the lead with against Club Brugge. That was coming, wasn't it, really? I mean, Arsenal have been on fire. And yeah, even though it's away from home. So, yeah, that's the only scoreline, other teams that have scored. It's quiet so far in the Champions League tonight. It seems like teams are pretty quiet, but Real Madrid having to do a bit of defending here, and they do. Oh, Valverde! Oh, that was brilliant, man, brilliant. He's so composed. The way he just picked up the ball and just knocked it forward. Rodrigo knocks it forward to Bellingham. Here, they're in trouble, guys. They're in trouble. Man City could get another goal here. Oh, no, it gets blocked from Bellingham. Bellingham should have done better. He should have looked up. He had so much time, and Man City were caught napping. They had no defenders. They had only 2 defenders or 3 defenders on. It was 3 against 3. But Bellingham failed to get the ball past his man and knock it in to Vinicius. And Shirky and Carreras are having a battle out there as well. But yeah, this is a great finish by Rodri. They're just showing the finish again. O'Reilly just could not keep up with him and his pace. I'm stunned. Do you know what I'm stunned about? Is because I did not see Rodrigo being this fast. I mean, I've seen him play, but I've not seen him run this fast. I mean, his pace is electrifying. Brilliant so far. 1-0 to Real Madrid. Haaland now standing, waiting for a free kick to come in from the right-hand side. Shirky standing over it, and he's going to cross it in. And Real Madrid having to do some defending. Cross comes in. Oh, that was a really good cross in the danger area. And it gets cleared, but it goes back to Man City. Man City now back to Bernardo Silva. Silva looking, seeing who he can pass it to. He goes to Guardiola to O'Reilly, who's further up on the pitch. Thinks about going forward, but then stops, checks back, and then gives it to Doku. Doku now dribbling slightly slowly forward, runs down the wing, crosses it in, and it gets cleared by Asensio. And it goes for a corner kick to Man City. And Doku's huffing and puffing. He's ready to go. This is now a epic game, guys. We are looking at a game which is 1-0 to Real Madrid, but I can see many more goals in this game. It's going to open up, and that's what I want to see. As a neutral, I want to see the game open up, and we see more goals. Cross comes in. Oh, it's a goal for Man City. O'Reilly scores. Or is it Guardiola? Guardiola scores. Oh, it was all over. Is it? No, it is O'Reilly. It was O'Reilly who scores, man. Brilliant goal. Brilliant goal. Man City strike back. Did I not just say we are looking at a game that's going to be definitely not 1-0, right? And it's a goal to Man City, the cross comes in, it gets headed back by Guardiola. Courtois should have done better. He kind of just parries it forward. He doesn't stop it. He doesn't catch it. He just plays it back into the path of O'Reilly. And O'Reilly standing like a yard out of the goal line. He wasn't going to miss. He had the entire goal in front of him. Nobody there but him. And yeah, he wasn't going to miss. No way. And it is 1-1. What a game we've got on our hands. I mean, I knew when I was picking out the games, I listed this one as a game that I'm going to do a watch along to. A couple of weeks ago, I said, right, I'm going to do a watch along to this because this could be a very fiery affair. It could be a very interesting game. Although I did expect Man City to be further up on the table, but it's still a must-win game for Man City. This is a game that Man City need to get a result from. They cannot afford to drop any points here, and what a start it's been. They've got a goal from really nothing, from absolutely nothing. They've not done anything in the game, and Rodrigo gets fouled there by Silva, but ref still refuses to pull out a card. Man City have had hardly any of the ball, but look, you've got to create your chances. That's their first shot on target, first goal, the only attempt on goal, the only goal they've scored. It's crazy, isn't it? Football is crazy. You could have all that possession, and if you're not scoring enough goals from that possession, you might as well not have the bloody ball. Anyway, Real Madrid will still feel that they've still got enough in the tank to go again and score. Real Madrid have been the better team. Vinicius Jr. and Rodrigo have been absolutely all over this Man City defence. And here they go again with Bellingham now on the attack, driving forward to Vinicius. Oh, the ball was not good enough. And Vinicius couldn't get it under control before it went out. Bellingham's been quiet in this game. He needs to be a lot more authoritative. As someone in the midfield who's got to take charge. He's got to be imposing himself, and if he starts doing that, he'll be creating a lot of chances. Rodrigo, after he scores, it came over to Alonso and gave him a huge hug. So, the spirit is high amongst these Real Madrid players. You like seeing that. You like seeing players getting on with their managers. It just shows that there's unity within the team. And a player, I think, improves like Rodrigo. I'm telling you, this Rodrigo I've not seen in a long, long time. I mean, he looks like he is up for it. He is the most attacking, most dynamic Real Madrid player we've got on the pitch tonight. He's that good. He's playing like a different player, in my opinion. That is clearly the effect of Xabi Alonso telling him that he is his man. There you go. I mean, there was talk about Rodrigo leaving earlier this season. There was talk about him not getting on with Xabi Alonso. Xabi Alonso saying that he's surplus to requirements, and there's possibility of him even joining Man City or Arsenal. There was talks about that going on, but I don't think Rodrigo's going anywhere. On this performance, on that hug that he gave Xabi Alonso, he isn't going anywhere. He's sticking right here with Real Madrid, and I think it's very difficult to leave clubs like Real Madrid and Barcelona because, let's be honest, I mean, where else do you go after you've been playing for them two clubs? Everything must feel like a downgrade. Everything. Any move. Oh, I thought that was another cross coming in from Man City. I thought Man City might get someone at the end of that. Man City now playing a lot better, holding the ball a lot better. Real Madrid having to do a lot more defending. So this is all Man City, by the way, on the ball. Anyway, coming back to what I was saying about you, when you've played for Real Madrid and Barcelona, or you are playing for them, it's very difficult to move to any other club and say, yeah, I'm improving something. Let's be honest. They are a young player dreams of playing for these kind of teams. Of course, there's the Man Uniteds, and that's it. Actually, I think Man United, Barcelona, Real Madrid. Them are the three clubs, in my opinion, that are very they've got that. They've got something about them that when a player plays for them clubs, he knows that, look, he's going to have to, he's not really going to improve on them clubs by moving elsewhere. You can argue, look, I'm being a bit biased here, but I'm not. I'm saying it like you would as a child, growing up, watching football, playing for the biggest teams in the world or in Europe. And yeah, them are the three. Bayern Munich possibly, but I don't think most kids, you don't have a penalty check going on, guys, here. Penalty check going on here. Refs going to the screen to check for Man City, a penalty on Haaland. Rodrigo on Haaland, holding him back. It's a pen, guys. It's a pen. That's a pen. Ref's literally taken 2 seconds to look at the screen. I've looked at the replay and I've immediately said it's a pen. Rudiger doing what he does always. And he's going to get a card. Is it going to be a red card, though? Because he was the last man holding on to him. A cross was coming in. Rudiger's walking away from the ref, hoping that it's not anything serious. But it's a yellow card to Rudiger because Rudiger was doing what he always does, which is the wrestling. He was holding Haaland back, holding him from jumping up to take the header. The cross came in. And yeah, that is a penalty. And it looks like Man City are going to go 2-1 up at the Bernabeu, guys. This is a huge chance. Let me see who's stepping over to take the penalty. It looks like it's going to be Haaland. Big moment here, guys. Big moment here. This is going to really put the cat amongst the pigeons. If he scores here, Real Madrid will really need to come back into this game and try and score. But this is going to be exciting if he does, because it makes for an exciting game, right? More goals, the better. Shot goes, and it's easy. Sends Courtois the other way. It's a goal, guys. Absolute scenes, guys. Man City players celebrating. Absolute scenes. This is not going to plan. Xavi Alonso is just shaking his head, thinking, how are they 2-1 down, having had so much possession of the ball and having more chances. They've created more chances, but Haaland made that look really easy, man. And he runs away just doing his casual celebration, like, yeah, I was bound to score. I mean, the guy he's playing some top football, and he wasn't going to miss that. As soon as he stepped over the ball, I knew he's not going to miss that. So yeah, guys, 2-1 to Man City. Who would have thought? I mean, in the first half, we've got about a couple of minutes left to play, and who would have thought that this would be the scoreline? Absolute scenes, guys. Shocking scenes. Real Madrid trying to get back into the game now with Bellingham having been taken down, and it's a free kick about 10 yards out of the Man City, but actually more than that, from the right-hand side, actually. So it's going to be Rodrigo crossing it in here, hoping that someone gets the head to it. Man City all lining up to defend it. This is probably the last action of the last big chance for Real Madrid in this half. Cross comes in. It's a decent cross, but Donnarumma gets underneath it, catches it, and he throws it out immediately to Doku, who's charging down this wing here. And he passes it forward to O'Leary, who's made his way forward, who crosses it in to Haaland. Haaland shoots, and he misses. Oh my God, it's a save by Courtois. It was a brilliant save by Courtois on Haaland's shot. Then Shirky, I think, came in with a second shot, and again it was saved, and he goes out for a corner kick. That was brilliant by... Oh, that could have been 3-1, man. 3-1 Haaland. And then Shirky takes a shot and it gets saved again by Courtois. So Courtois keeps Real Madrid in this game. It could have easily been 3-1 at the end of this first half. Insane stuff so far, guys. This game has turned on its head. What a game we are watching. This is why we love football. This is why. This has been really interesting to watch. I mean, it's been a really good watch of football. I mean, I don't think Real Madrid fans will be too pleased, but Man City fans, the away fans who were watching this, they will be buzzing, because at the start of this game, it looked like Real Madrid were just going to turn the screw and just get a couple of goals, and it's going to be an easy run out for Real Madrid. But Man City have come into this game and, yeah, come out of nowhere and scored 2 goals. Brilliant. Let me just catch up on the score lines across the rest of Europe. Oh, we'll do that in a minute, actually. I'll do that in a minute when we are at half time. There's 3 minutes injury time being played in this game. Let's see what happens. Man City now seeing a lot more of the ball. A lot more of the ball. They've just... Isn't it strange? Football is a strange game. I mean, this team that was not even getting like a minute on the ball. Every time they had the ball, they were losing it, and they didn't look confident. And now Man City just have crept into this game and look like they're the ones who've been dominating, but they haven't. Anyone who's watching this game, is looking at the scoreline, has just tuned in, will be thinking, whoa, Man City are dominating this game, but they haven't. They haven't been dominating this game for the first good 35 minutes. You'd argue that Real Madrid have been on top, have been playing well. So, yeah, Xabi Alonso would be pleased with Real Madrid's performance, but not pleased with the scoreline. And I think he would say, look, you need to go and finish. You need to make sure that you're finishing these chances, or being a bit more composed going forward. Whereas Man City, they've not had much of the ball, but when they do get the chance to go forward, they're a lot more composed with the ball. They know exactly how to go forward and keep the ball. Whereas Real Madrid keep going forward, but they just simply... I think it's half time anyway, guys. So they keep going forward, but they lose the ball. As soon as they get in the final third, they end up losing the ball. Apart from that Rodrigo chance, which was a very good finish. Let me just put this on half time. Okay, so we're at half time. Let me just stop the clock. Stop the clock, guys. Boom. Right. Okay. Right, let's catch up with the score lines across Europe as well. So let's go through the teams and the score lines across Europe, all the other European games going on right now. And we've got Athletic Club against PSG. Remarkably, that is still 0-0, and they're playing injury time, and it's just before it's half time. Then we've got Bayer Leverkusen against Newcastle United. That is 1-0 to Leverkusen. Bayer Leverkusen 1-0 leading ahead of Newcastle at home. That was always going to be a tricky game for Newcastle, but Newcastle can come into it. We know they've got the players to come back into this game. Then we've got Benfica against Napoli, still going on, playing injury time, and it's 0-0 there. Napoli, of course, with Scott McTominay, Rasmus Højlund, and the ex-Man United players all featuring from there. Let's see what they they can do. I'm thinking maybe they can. Well, that's actually a very tough game. It's both sides are very good. Benfica, of course, playing at home, so that gives them a bit of an edge as well over Napoli, who I believe are the Serie A leaders right now. So Napoli will want to show that they can get over this hurdle with Benfica. It's 0-0 there. Anyway, the game against Borussia Dortmund and Bodo Glimt is at half-time, and the scoreline is 1-1. It was 1-0 to Dortmund, but Glimt have scored to equalise, so that's a very interesting game going on there. Then you've got Club Brugge against Arsenal. Arsenal leading 1-0 against Club Brugge. Again, interesting. I think Arsenal, I would have had Arsenal ahead by more than just one goal, but it is an away game. It is Europe. I've not seen the lineups. Maybe Arsenal are resting a few players. Let's wait and see. They have got a great record in the Champions League, having lost no games so far. So I'm sure they'll want to keep that intact. And then you got Juventus against Pavos, and it is 0-0 there, still playing injury time before half time. And then, of course, the blockbuster game of Real Madrid against Man City, the featured game of tonight's watch-along, and it is 2-1 to Man City. Now, let's do a quick recap of the game and give you some information if you're just joining us. So, first of all, the team lineups are Courtois in goals for Real Madrid. They've got Rudiger, Asensio, Carreras and Valverde playing as their defenders. Valverde playing right back if you're not already familiar with Real Madrid. Then you've got Bellingham, Tchouaméni and Ceballos in the midfield positions. And then you have Vinicius, Garcia and Rodrigo playing in the three just behind. Vinicius, Garcia and Rodrigo playing in the 4-3-3 formation for Real Madrid. Garcia's been non-existent. I've not seen him touch the ball once, I think. So he's not played well. They're definitely missing someone like Mbappé, but Rodrigo has been their shining light with that one goal as well. He did brilliantly, scored an absolute cracker of a goal for Real Madrid, giving them the lead. But Man City playing with the lineup of Donnarumma, Nunes, Diaz, Guardiola, O'Reilly, Gonzalez in the CDM position. Then they've got Bernardo Silva, Cherki, Foden and Doku just behind Haaland, the ever-present goal-scoring threat. And the Real Madrid were the better side in that half. They had more possession, they created more chances, but it's not about the stats on how much possession you have or how much chances you create. It's all about finishing your chances. And Man City have been exceptional at finishing whatever's come their way. That's how it is. O'Reilly scoring their first goal with a goal he couldn't really miss. Courtois failed to keep it in his hand and it fell in the path of O'Reilly, tapped it in 1-0, and then Haaland with a penalty, making it 2-1 to Man City. I'm just looking at the goal scored by Manduke for Arsenal, and he scored a very good goal. But yeah, great goal, interesting. But yes, let's see. Let's see. I'm just looking at highlights here of the games. Some good goals there, man. Some good goals. Anyway, what did I think of the game so far? I've enjoyed it, man. I've enjoyed the game. Let me just look at the table as it stands. So, Arsenal on top of the table with Bayern Munich second, PSG third. As it stands, I mean, PSG could go second if they win tonight's game. Actually, no, they couldn't. They could go. Let me see. Actually, goal difference, goals for. They could go second on goal difference. They could. And then you've got Man City. If they win this game, they could jump and leapfrog into 4th spot. So, this is a big game for them. If they can do this, they're right back in contention. And yeah, this table keeps on chopping and changing. I mean, we had Inter, sitting up there, but they lost yesterday against Liverpool. Liverpool have moved up to 9th. Atletico Madrid 8th. Real Madrid, if the scoreline stays the same and they lose, they will end up moving down to a 7th spot. So yeah, it's looking interesting in terms of who's going to move up and down. Let me see where Barcelona are. Oh, Barcelona sat 15th, by the way, guys. So they've not been doing too well at all. Leverkusen will move to 12th. Tottenham, we saw yesterday they won and they've moved up to 11th. And Atalanta, I think they won yesterday, didn't they? Did they win? Anyway, they're 5th. I can't remember whether they won. Let me just check. I'm just looking at any other teams that shouldn't be, any other teams that should be higher up. Napoli are sat in 24th spot. They should be higher up, surely. So they'll really want to win right now. They are currently losing 1-0. So Napoli have gone down to Benfica in the last seconds of the first half. That is a very interesting scoreline. Napoli 1-0 down. Wow. I wasn't expecting that. I thought Napoli had enough to beat Benfica, but clearly not. Who else? Newcastle. If they lose tonight's game, they'll end up in 16th spot. So they will want to win, of course, and keep themselves in contention of making it to the next round. I hope Newcastle actually do win. It'd be good for them. And they have got a chance. They're playing a Bayer Leverkusen team that's doing okay, but they're at home. But I think Newcastle should have enough, and I think they should go out and really put some pressure on Leverkusen and try and get that goal back, and of course try and win it. But yeah, so that's the lineup in terms of the table. Nothing too drastic. I mean, Atletico Madrid in 8th spot, that's an interesting one. Liverpool moved up to 9th after that must-win game against Inter, or they would have been really languishing right somewhere near the bottom. I think the usual suspects will get through this round. I can't see many teams other than that will. Yeah, I can't see anyone else that you'd point out and say they need to be doing well. So, yeah, not too bad. Like I said, the stats are Mbappé still clearly in the lead with 9 goals in the Champions League. Haaland, I think, as well, it says 5 goals there, but I think he's got his 6th goal in the pen. So that will move. I think so. He will move up to joint 2nd unless he scores any more goals tonight. Can I see Mbappé being brought on in this game? Possibly. They are missing someone who can score the goals from there. I think it could happen. So let's wait and see. Mbappé, would they risk him though? Would they risk him just coming back from injury? It's a tricky one because they'd want to win the game as well. 51 goals in 50 Champions League matches. I don't know who the hell that is, but anyways. Just looking at some highlights here. But yes. Oh, interesting. Anthony Gordon with 4 goals is sat in 5th spot as goal scorer. I mean, there's quite a lot of goal scorers here from the... I think it's a great indication of which teams are likely to progress and do well. But then again, saying that, Victor Osimhen with 6 goals is the second highest goal scorer. And I don't even think Galatasaray will qualify out of this round. I can't see them doing that. Where they sat, all the way down in 18th spot. They had a good run in at first. They won 3 games, but now they've lost 2 games back to back. So they lost against Monaco yesterday. Not looking very good for them. They started well, though. But they fell off since then. They could have carried on with that pressure, and Osimhen could have been someone who would have definitely raised eyebrows. Still shocked that no one actually signed Osimhen. Still surprised why no Premier League club went for Osimhen. Really, really shocking that. Let me just check his age. Let me check how old Osimhen is. He is 26 years old, man. He's not even old. You'd argue he's in the peak of his career. Crazy, man. Crazy. I have no idea why a major club didn't come out and go and sign him. In 4 matches, he scored 6 goals. The guy's a class act, man. The guy's a class act. We know he knows where the goal is, right? He might have some issues with temperament. I think that's been what's been cited as the reason for why he's not someone that other clubs have looked at and thought, right, okay, do we sign him? Do we not? And we've heard that clubs weren't sure about him settling into the teams and doing well, working hard enough. Well, drives. Yeah. He's a funny character, because I don't think he necessarily gets on with everybody at wherever he's been. So the report back on him is that he's not very professional, and he kind of throws his dummy out quite quickly. And so, yeah, maybe that's why. Maybe there is something that's coming back on the scouting reports that keep saying that this guy, maybe give him a miss. And yes, he's a great player, scores goals and whatnot, but he's still not doing well in terms of off the pitch stuff. Teams are now coming back out again for the second half. Xabi Alonso having a word with the ref. I don't know what about, but he looks calm. But clearly not doing well enough. Real Madrid. It looks like it's an unchanged team. Real Madrid. I mean, surely the Real Madrid fans will be somewhat upset about this performance so far, and the reason being is because, look, let's be honest, they've been used to so many great players, so many great teams in the past. You'd argue that this is the first time you look at Real Madrid and you look at them and think you've got nothing really to fear, apart from Mbappé, but he's injured, right? I mean, Vinicius Jr., you can keep him on lockdown if you put the right defenders on him. Rodrigo has been a handful tonight. Here's Mbappé walking out. You can see he's looking over at the Man City players as they're walking out. So yeah, I was saying any team, like I'm looking at the Man City players running out. And I'm sure they're looking over at the Real Madrid players, and they're not thinking, "Oh my God, this is a difficult. This is a difficult side to face." And they're not going to be fearful. In fact, they'd probably look at them and say, "Man to man, yeah, we're just as good." Yeah, the old Real Madrid, you would be star-studded, right? Have all sorts of crazy names in there, and you just look at them and they'd be like your heroes. But looking at these Man City players, looking at the Real Madrid players, I don't think they'd be looking like that. They won't be looking at them thinking, yeah, their defense is the best, their midfield is the best, or their attack's the best. No, I don't think that at all. So there's not much respect being given. And the Real Madrid fans must know that. They must know. They must look around at the team where the team's playing Valverde at right back. You know, they've got Garcia playing as their main striker. Who the hell's Garcia, right? Do you get it? Like, he's not a household name. Real Madrid of the past, would have like two of the world's best strikers at the team. So if one's injured, the other one would step in. So they haven't got that. I think they're due another rebuild, shall we say. And Perez, the owner of Real Madrid, or the chairman of Real Madrid, he's done it so many times, and I think he'll do it again. A rebuild is needed. Let's see who comes in for Real Madrid. There are talks of Real Madrid looking at signing a few players in the summer, not in January. So they're going to see out this season with the team that they've got. They have got some injuries as well, so let's keep that in mind. They've got some injuries in Militao, Alaba, defensive injuries. So I think, if you put them back in again, then you could argue that the team improves quite drastically and pretty quickly. Yeah. Anyway, Rodrigo on the ball here. I've not even set the timer again. This is what I do. This is what I do all the time. Right, okay, let me just start the timer. I always get caught up in talking about things, and anyway, let me do that. Let me check off the... Okay, so we are in the second half. Well, it's only been a couple of minutes, so it's fine. It's not too bad. Not too bad. Haaland down with his... clutching his groin. I think has been kicked up. Or the ball's hit him. The ball's hit him in his groin and he's down in pain. He's back up again. He's laughing about it, so it didn't look like it is travelling at speed, but yeah, it must have been. He's still trying to run it off. That is painful. It is awful. Awful. Anyways, Real Madrid lined up exactly the same, and Man City as well. No changes to report. Everyone is still as is. Like I said, I think both managers would be pleased with their team's performances. Man City away from home, they came back into the game, so they'd be happy. Doku on the ball, dribbling past a few of the Real Madrid defenders, crosses it in. It gets defended by Rudiger, and it now drops to Rodrigo, who brings it down brilliantly and tries to play a ball forward to Vinicius, but he can't manage that, and it drops to Cherki, who is saying to the Man City players, calm down, relax, keep the ball, let's just take it easy, slow down the game, let Real Madrid do the hard work, let them do all the running. We don't need to, because we are in a winning position. And yeah, they don't really need to. They were the lesser team in the first half, but yet they've come out on top, so they'll be very happy with that performance, and so will Pep. And of course, when I said both managers will be happy, I think Alonso will be happy with the fact that Real Madrid created quite a lot of chances in the first half. He won't be happy with the fact that they didn't finish them, but he'll still be confident that if Real Madrid can go and create that many chances in the second half and finish them, they will be in with a chance. But Man City look more confident right now. So Doku on the ball. Oh, that was a brilliant ball in. But Carreras, what a player this guy is, man. How did we let him go from United? How? I'm looking at him every time he gets the ball. I watch him and I think, how? Rodrigo, pass it to Bellingham. Bellingham with a chance. What was that? What was that, Bellingham? No way did you attempt to chip the keeper from there. All you needed to do was just take the bloody shot across goal and it would have been 2-2. Wrong decision. Wrong decision. He had acres of space, acres of time. Oh, it was on a plate. It was on a plate. Why? It was way over as well. It's not even like, oh, he got close to chipping him. Awful finish there by Bellingham. This is it. This is the problem with Real Madrid. They've not created chances. They've just not been good enough to put them away. They've just not put them away. Anyway, we go again. Man City with that scare, trying to push forward now. It's going to be an end-to-end game right now because it's going to open up. Because the more Real Madrid go searching for the equaliser, the more chances that will drop to Man City. And Man City, oh, I thought that was a goal by Shirky there. But Courtois keeps Real Madrid in the game again. He's pulled out some really important saves today. Really important saves. Here comes Bellingham, though, from Real Madrid on the attack, on the edge of the penalty area. Pass it to Rodrigo, who has been exceptional for Real Madrid tonight. Shoots, and it goes over. Now, if that chance was the other way around, where Bellingham fed Rodrigo, he would have put that away. It would have been a first-time shot, and he would have got that definitely past Donnarumma. Bellingham just went for the spectacular. And unfortunately, you can't do that when you're 2-1 down, right? When you lead in or you're comfortable. Yes, fine, do that, but not when you're in need of an equaliser. You make sure you guarantee yourself a goal. You don't go for the spectacular chip and try and. I don't know what he was thinking. Really, I don't understand why he took that option. He was never on because he was. Because Donnarumma wasn't out off his line. He wasn't off his line. He was just like he went down to save. So he went slightly down, trying to save. But he wasn't. It was just gonna be too much of an ask for him to chip it over him and get the ball to come back down again in time to go in the goal. Oh, it was just look. If you pulled it off, it would have been a spectacular finish. But yeah, it wasn't. So. Yeah, we criticise him for it. But Real Madrid holding onto the ball. Man City in their defensive shape, doing pretty well. They don't look like, pressured as much. So here comes Vinicius Jr. though. Shirky trying to block him. Just does enough and it goes out for a throw-in to Man City. And Vinicius is not happy about that. He's a bit shocked as to how that was. How that's a Man City. Here's that chance again. Yeah, just wrong option. He could have even crossed it, put it into the area again. And there was Garcia waiting there. There was Vinicius Junior waiting there. He could have done that, but he's just took the wrong option. And he's messed it up. This ref's been a bit rubbish as well. I think there's been loads of fouls in this game, but he's just not pulled his card out. He's not really controlled the game like that. Here goes Doku though. Put his afterburners on and he completely, he's done Valverde over. He's done and he's gone past him and he's running in on goal, but just about defended there. And it goes to Bellingham. Bellingham now looking up, seeing who he can pass it to. Passes it forward to Rodrigo. Could he go further? No. Nunes gets him. That was a great tackle, actually. Now Guardiola on the ball. Here come Man City again, looking to put this game to bed by getting another goal. If Man City get another goal, I can't see Real Madrid getting another 2 goals. No way. So Real Madrid really need to be careful. They need to keep a good balance here of making sure they go forward, but do not leave any gaps for Man City to exploit. Man City are slowing the game down here. Slowing the game down, allowing them to just simply frustrate Real Madrid. Silva, twists and turns and nearly gets past Rudiger, but Rudiger just about gets back, but plays the ball out to Tchouaméni. But Tchouaméni is said to have been fouled. Oh no, it was Vinicius Jr. said to be fouled, so it's a free kick to Real Madrid. I think Xabi Alonso has to make some changes here. He has to make some changes. Has to do something different. I just feel like Garcia up front is doing nothing. He's not offering them anything. His movement isn't there. He's not been picked out by anybody. Rudiger on the ball now to Carreras, who turns. He's very good at keeping the ball, man. How did we let this kid go? How? Whoever made that decision needs to be sacked. And yeah, this is why I'm even watching Carreras. This is why I'm not happy with letting go of any young talent, whether it's Kobbie Mainoo or anybody. I just feel like, no, we're just going to end up, we haven't got the right people at the club to make that decision. We haven't. And we can't go off the manager's decision. And the reason why is because the manager hasn't got the credit in the bank to make them decisions, unfortunately, right now. We can't allow them decisions to be made by the manager. He's not seen enough of Kobbie Mainoo to say, right, you know what, I don't want him at the club. Can't do that. This is why you need strong management, strong ownership who can make them decisions, and you need people in and around the management who can make that decision and say, actually, we know you're the manager, but look, you've only been here about a year. You don't know the players. This kid's academy player. We want to see him at the club and we want him to succeed. So, yeah. Anyway, change has been made by Xabi Alonso. As I said, he's taken off Gonzalo and he is bringing on Arda Güler. So Arda Güler has now been brought on. Don't know how they're going to line up with this team, but Güler has gone into the midfield. Bellingham has been pushed up slightly. So yeah, this will be interesting, but they have to first see out this attack by Man City. Oh my word, I thought that's a goal, guys. I thought Haaland's going to get at the end of that, and I thought, it's another goal here. It was a brilliant ball by Shirky into the area. Shirky is turning on some magic here. All the tricks are coming out, and he goes down because he collided with Bernardo Silva. Vinicius Jr., the ball drops to him here. There's a chance here, guys. There's an overlap here. Overlord. Is there a chance here? Oh, my word. The Vinicius Jr., the ball to Rodrigo was simply not good enough. It was too close to O'Reilly. O'Reilly was always going to get to it before Rodrigo. That was silly. This is it. Their composure in these moments has been next to nothing. It's been awful for Real Madrid. Their composure on the ball when it comes to taking these chances has not been good enough. And Man City now, again, feel like, yeah, this is their night. This is their night. They've been let off the hook once again by Real Madrid, just making the wrong decision in front of goal. there Vinicius had two options. Either he takes on his man and scores, or he just lays the ball off for Rodrigo and he scores. He has a simple tap in, but he just simply got caught in two minds. He plays the ball, but he just doesn't play. He just doesn't play it hard enough for Rodrigo to run onto and outpace O'Reilly. O'Reilly, it was too close to him. Anyway, Man City now with the ball. Bernardo Silva, the captain for tonight, holding the ball, going back to Ruben Diaz. And Man City so far have, in this entire game, have now increased their possession to 55%. So Pep is not happy though, because they've just lost the ball there and he's not happy. Shirky was in on goal and he got tackled by, well, he knocked into Bernardo Silva, who got in his way. But anyway, I think this is slightly more better for Real Madrid. They've got more control with Arda Güler there in the middle of the pitch. I think he'll create more chances for him with Vinicius and Rodrigo as their two most forward men. I think they could do damage, but they just need to be a lot more composed when it comes to taking these chances. They're just not doing that well enough. Doku now running down the wing, takes on Asensio, takes him on with ease almost, then cuts back, takes a shot, and it's saved by Courtois. Wow. Courtois, man. Do you know what? He's kept Real Madrid in the game as well. I mean, the chances that Man City have had on goal, and he's made some terrific saves. I'd say he's made so far 3 world-class saves tonight. 3 world-class saves. And Rudiger's high-fiving him, but seriously, man, if it wasn't for Courtois, Man City could have had a lot more goals as well. So, Man City have not had enough goals because of Courtois. Real Madrid haven't scored enough goals because of themselves. They've just been shit. We go again. 62 minutes played so far in 15, 20 minutes, just over 15 minutes played in the second half. Oh, that was a chance, man, as well for Man City, wasn't it? Oh, just watching the replays here. This stadium is nice, though. Bellingham's had a poor game as well. He's just not got into the game. Not got into it. He's not been playing well defensively, and neither has he played well going forward. He's just not had the influence that you would think that he would have on a game, Bellingham. Let me just bring you scores from across Europe in the other games whilst we're just watching this game. So PSG Athletic Club is still 0-0. What is going on with PSG, guys? Seriously. Bayern Leverkusen and Newcastle have equalised, so it's 1-1 in that game. I knew they would. Benfica have taken a 2-goal lead against Napoli. That looks like it's done and dusted there. Then we got Dortmund against Bodo Glimt. That is 1-1. Then Arsenal have now taken a 2-goal lead against Club Brugge. Juventus against Pavos is 0-0. And of course, right now is 2-1 to Man City in this battle between the two big giant clubs, or at least Real Madrid is a giant club. I'm not quite sure about Man City, but let's say it's a decent club right now. Pep Guardiola and stuff, but yeah. But yes, it's been really interesting to watch this game. It's been end-to-end stuff. It has been a great watch. I was hoping for this. I was hoping for a good watch. I I knew Man City needed to do something tonight. They couldn't come out here and just sit back and go for maybe a draw or something. They needed to win, and they've done a great job, and they've taken the chances when they've come. Real Madrid, on the other hand, haven't really done that. They've got another substitution for Real Madrid. Can't see who it is. Whilst they're doing that, Rodrigo tries to dribble past the Man City defence, but he gets tackled. He's had a great game for Real Madrid. He's been their one player I've looked at and who's been really good for him. Doku is just too hard for Real Madrid to handle right now. Every time he's getting the ball, he is just going past 2-3 defenders with ease. And he was just running that goal there, and Bellingham had to just push him over because there's no way he was going to tackle him. Bellingham's not happy, shouting at his teammates saying, "Come on, what is going on?" I mean, he had a really good first season against, at Real Madrid, but this season he's just not playing well enough. I don't know whether it's since he's come back from his injury or what, but Arsenal, by the way, have taken a 3-goal lead against Club Brugge. That game looks like it's over. Arsenal keeping their... let's just see this free kick Man City had. Arsenal seeing out, keeping their win streak intact. They've lost 0 games in the Champions League so far, so clearly they've dismissed Club Brugge. I'm not quite sure how many players they've have on. I think Brahim Diaz is coming on. I think it is Brahim Diaz, yeah. Brahim Diaz coming on, and Ceballos is going off. So this is going to be interesting. So where is Brahim Diaz going to fit into this, and what formation are they going to play? Brahim Diaz runs into, where is he? Are they going to play 3 at the back? Maybe they've got. I can't tell how they're lining up here. Oh no, they're not actually. No, they're still in the normal formation. Brahim Diaz is just slotted into the midfield, like where he's playing. So yeah, I thought they might be changing. They looked like they were changing things around, but no, they weren't. Sticking with what they have. I thought he might be going for all-out attack, but he has not. He's sticking with the team as it is. Doku's just running riot, man. Running riot. They just can't get the ball off him. They finally managed to push him off the ball, but can they hold on to it? Rodrigo gets past the ball. Rodrigo with the ball moving forward, passes it in the middle to Diaz. Diaz to Vinicius. Vinicius plays it back to Goulet. Goulet to Tchouaméni. Tchouaméni to Valverde. Valverde passes it to Diaz. Diaz now from the right-hand side looking, and he plays it back and to Goulet. Goulet here to Rudiger. Rudiger now moving forward. There's quite a lot of Real Madrid players forward. Man City defending as a team, apart from Haaland, who's the only furthest player in the team, and he's still in his own half as well. So Real Madrid have pinned Man City back. Let's see what they can make of this. They're holding the ball right now, Real Madrid. Man City have got no urgency in pressing either, so they're just sticking to their positions, making sure they just are not moving out of position. A long ball forward to Rodrigo, who tries to header it forward, but it looks like he's going to go for a goal kick or a throw-in for Man City. Yeah, Man City are not showing any urgency, and they don't need to. They don't need to, but here comes the cavalry. I mean, Man City are making 3 substitutions. Rinders, Marmoush, and Savinho, is that? I can't tell who that is. They're making some, but before they do that, we've got a Real Madrid. What are they doing? Are they making any further changes? No, they're not. It is Man City who are making the changes. Yeah. So Rinders, who's he going to come on for? Oh, there's Foden, Haaland, and Cherki coming off. And it is Savinho. It's Rinders, Marmoush, and Savinho. So that's interesting changes there. So he's taken off Haaland, taken off Cherki, who I'd say both have had pretty good games, and then Foden has come off as well. So this is going to be really interesting. I don't know how they're going to line up, but so Marmoush is a straight swap for Haaland. Yeah, we've got. It's really strange, that change. Like them three coming out is strange. So Marmoush is, he's a straight swap for Haaland. He's going to be playing strike. Savinho, and then we've got Rinders. I think they're going to pack out the midfield. They're going to pack out the midfield, make sure that they're hard to break through. And Marmoush is probably up there because he's the one who can give them that pace. And if they do get a chance, he can break quickly and they're going to counter. That's what they're going to play. They're going to be playing counter football from now on, counter-attacking football. They know Real Madrid are going to pin him in. And so that's why Pep Guardiola has made those changes, giving them a bit of speed with Savinho and with Marmoush. Because Foden isn't that fast. Haaland isn't that fast, even though he's got a good turn of pace, but his acceleration isn't as fast as Marmoush. And then Rinders, of course, we know what he's like. He's a very good a centre mid who can do almost everything. So he's someone who's going to be coming in and just seeing this game out. They've still got 20 plus minutes plus injury time to see this out. Real Madrid, I've still got something about them that they can, it's Real Madrid at home with Vinicius, with Rodrigo, with Bellingham, who can still turn it on when they need to. They just haven't been composed enough to do anything right so far. Real Madrid win that back. Is it a throw-in or a free kick? The refs had a shocker tonight. The ref has had a shocker. Just been silly. Whoa, that's come out of nowhere. Juve have scored 2 goals against Paphos. So Juve 2-0 have gone in the lead. Arsenal 3-0. Borussia Dortmund and Bodo Glimt are now level 2-2. What a game that has been. So they are level. Benfica still 2-0 up against Napoli, and Newcastle have taken the lead against Leverkusen. I did say Newcastle in the second half can pull this back. They were 1-0 down. They've now gone 2-1 up against Leverkusen, and we've still got 0-0 at Atletico Club against PSG. PSG will be wanting to push forward and try and score. So that's another interesting game with an interesting scoreline. This is on the edge as well. The next goal is so important. If Man City score, it's all over. Real Madrid score, game on, isn't it? It's game on. I would like to see a Real Madrid score, just because it turns it into a much more interesting game, doesn't it, for everybody? So let's go. Real Madrid, see if they can score. Come on. And they look like the most likely team to score. Bellingham on the ball, on the edge of the penalty area, shoots. It gets blocked by the defender. Shot again in from Real Madrid. It was Valverde, but he gets blocked. This time, Doku is running on the ball, but he's fouled his man. And it's a free kick to Real Madrid. Yeah, man. So the game's been end-to-end stuff. It's been an end-to-end game. I've enjoyed this game. I've enjoyed this game. You never know what you're going to get with Real Madrid. You just never know. They're looking at Mbappé, but I cannot see him coming on tonight. I'd love to see him on, but he's just, he looks like he's been told he's not playing tonight. He just looks too relaxed on the bench there with his joggers and his jacket on and stuff. Anyway, Valverde running in here. Oh, gets pushed over. Is that a free kick or a pen? No, it's not. Or is it? Who gets a yellow card? Someone gets a yellow card. Guardiola gets a yellow card. But is that a free kick? Hey, doesn't make sense that. It was O'Reilly who was tackling him, and he gets a yellow card. So it was O'Reilly. The ref says he's pushed him. It was a very minimal contact, but he did push him, and it's a free kick to Real Madrid on the edge of the penalty area on the right-hand side. That was very close to being a pen, by the way, guys. I mean, that again is another time where Man City have got away with giving away a pen. We saw early in the first 2 minutes of the first half where Real Madrid looked like they'd got a penalty, but it was ruled to be a free kick. And now Adegoler looking to crosses it in, and it gets defended really well, and it gets headed out by Man City again. Adegoler takes another pop and crosses it in. This time it goes wide to Rodrigo on the other side. Rodrigo crosses it in, and Man City defend it really well, and it goes back to Real Madrid and back to Valverde, who's now looking to play it forward again. He plays Rodrigo back on the left wing. Rodrigo looking to cross it in. He crosses it in. Oh, it was a brilliant cross in. And was that Rudiger? No, it was Vinicius, who goes with his header but misses the goal. That was a very, very good ball, but how did he not get that on target? How did he not get that on target? Oh man, he should have got that. It was a free header. It was a free header. Anybody else who's half decent at heading would have got that in. I mean, I can't think of many goals that Vinicius has scored with his header, with headers. So it's still 2-1 to Man City. They're still hanging on. This will be a very good win for Man City. Endrick stripped off, ready to come on. So they've got no Mbappé, but they might have another young superstar step in and take his chance. Can he come up with the goods? Can he score for Real Madrid? Real Madrid, they tried to take a quick free kick there with Bellingham, but ref brings it back. We've got just over we've got 10 minutes. We've got 10 minutes left in this game. We've got 10 minutes plus injury time. So Endrick coming on for Asensio. So the Raul Asensio is coming off, and Endrick comes on. He's not happy. Asensio is pissed, man. He's kicking everything. He's so upset with having come off. But there's a reason why. Real Madrid need a goal. So Alonso's doing the right thing by taking off a defender and going all-out attack. Surely. I mean, why would he be upset about that? I really don't get that one. Of course, yes, you've not defended well enough and they've gone and got 2 goals. So you've been taken off. Why would you be upset about that? Your team needs a goal. Yes, you're going to throw on attackers. Yes, you're going to take off defenders. He's upset about it, kicking everything around, and he's not shook anyone's hand and just gone straight and sat down, and he's having a right moan. But I don't understand that one. Don't get that one. I don't understand why a player would be upset at coming off. Anyway, Real Madrid with a corner. Real Madrid are knocking here. They are not going to lie down and take the defeat. They want to get back into this game. Cross comes in. Oh my word. How did he miss that? Vinicius Jr. at the back post with nobody on him. It was a straightforward, well, saying straightforward, he just needed to get it in on target. I think he saw it late. And he kicks it over goal. Yeah, he goes over. If he again remained composed, he could have finished it. And Xabi Alonso is not happy, looking up at the sky saying, how the hell did he miss that? We go again though. Endrick on the ball, plays it to Vinicius, who's had a poor game, I'd say. Another game where Vinicius hasn't turned up, man, has not played well. It reminds me of his performance against Liverpool. Really didn't play well. And that's a foul on the edge of the penalty area on Savinho, is it? And Rudiger is already on a yellow card, surely. Is that another yellow card for him? Let's wait and see. Rudiger smiling, but it was Savinho with the pace, and whoa, that was clumsy, man. That was clumsy. That is on the edge of the penalty area, but he does not pick up a card for that. It was a clumsy tackle, he just kind of barged into him rather than actually tackling him or trying to tackle him. So we've got Man City now with almost an identical free kick to Real Madrid just moments ago. So now the Man City players are having a debate on who's going to take it. It's Bernardo Silva who's standing over it, who's going to take it. And let's see what they can do. Pep has just got a yellow card, and I think the reason why he's got a yellow card is because he's kicking off saying Rudiger should have been sent off. He should have got his second yellow. Yet the refs had a complete disaster show today. Seriously, he's been awful. Free kick coming in, Bernardo Silva. Oh, that's awful. Just goes over everybody and out for a goal kick. Like, how can you do that? I mean, even I could put in a better ball than that. Courtois now looking to kick the ball out. Plays to Rudiger. Short. Rudiger passes it to Carreras. What are they doing? What are Real Madrid doing right now? They're just making life difficult for themselves. I think they wanted to keep the ball, but Man City are not allowing them to play out from the back. And now Courtois does go along and just kicks it out middle of nowhere. Silly. They didn't need to invite that much pressure on themselves. He should have done that from word go. He should have kicked it out rather than trying to play it short to Rudiger. He's just literally just almost giving away a penalty. Why are you putting him under pressure? So time looks like it's running out for Real Madrid. They've got about 5 minutes plus injury time to play in this game. And they're still trailing by 2-1 at home. Arsenal have gone 3-0 up, by the way, against Club Brugge. Bellingham driving forward. There's plenty of players up for Real Madrid here. There's 5 players up. Bellingham passes it to Endrick. Endrick doesn't get a shot off. And now Savinho is running forward with the ball. Plays, I thought that was going to be a beautiful ball from the outside of his foot to Marmoush, but it went straight to Courtois and back to Tchouaméni, who's now pushed back into the centre-back position. And he plays a long ball forward in the direction of Vinicius, but it doesn't go to him, but Carreras does get it. Carreras crosses it in. Brilliant cross. Endrick jumps up for a header and makes Buffon makes Donnarumma pull out a save. Is it a save or does it hit the crossbar and go over? Let me see. it just hits the crossbar and goes over. So Donnarumma didn't even make the save. So it's a goal kick to Man City. Hendrick's got an interesting stature. You know, he's one of those players that it looks like he's got a low centre of gravity, someone who could really be a tricky customer. And Man City on the attack here, though. Man City still not allowing Real Madrid to rest. And Savinho has been very good since he's come on for Man City. Valverde gets the ball from Doku and now looks up, plays the ball to Diaz. Diaz to Bellingham, who plays the ball to Vinicius, who's moving forward with it. There's plenty of defenders back for Man City, though. Now he's got players over. Oh, he should have gone first time to Diaz. Hendrick played the wrong ball. He had Diaz on his right-hand side, but just went and played, trying to play Vinicius with an over-the-top ball. Oh, this is a chance as well. No. Oh, no. Oh, my God. Bellingham had a chance there to let off a shot, and he failed to do so. And now Rodrigo has kicked the ball away after fouling. Oh, and he gets a yellow card for it as well. The frustration is boiling over here. He just pushes over Mateus Nunes, and then he just kicks the ball as soon as the whistle blows, and the refs just walked over to him and giving him a yellow card. That was a great chance from Hendrick, man. Great chance. He's not happy with it, but I mean, it would have taken a lot to beat Donnarumma from there. Nathan Ake coming on now for Man City. So Man City are taking off Doku and putting on Nathan Ake. That tells you everything about what Pep is thinking about the current status of the team and what he wants to do with this match. He wants to just shut up shop now and call it a day. Ake comes on to see out the game. And I'm going to say, look, Real Madrid, I can't see them scoring, man. I can't see them scoring. They just haven't got anything up front. Apart from Rodrigo, who I think has had a very good game. But Vinicius been totally shit today. He's been a waste of space, that guy. I mean, he whinges a lot. He cries a lot about things, but he's just not good enough when it comes to keeping composure. There's some games that he plays and you think, what a player. But I think against the better defenses, he really does struggle. It would have been really interesting to see what Mbappé would have been like today. But I think even with Mbappé, actually with Mbappé, they would have caused a lot of problems for this Man City defence, who were there for the taking. Because we've seen Rodrigo run rings around him. But on the other side, Vinicius has not done anything. Another goal kick, is it? No, it's a corner to Man City here. Let me just quickly give you a roundup of the Champions League scores across Europe. So we've got extra time in the game against Athletic Club and Paris Saint-Germain, and it is 0-0. Yep, 0-0. Then we've got Bayer Leverkusen and Newcastle is 2-2 there, both into injury time there as well. That's a crazy game. That's been a crazy game. 2-2. Newcastle and Leverkusen. Then we've got Benfica comfortably winning 2-0. Bernardo Silva has just taken out Brahim Diaz and is being given a yellow card. Yeah, that was just to slow the game down, wasn't it? That was just to slow the game down, stop them from countering. Then we've got Club Brugge, who are 3-0 down to Arsenal. and then Man City against Real Madrid, or Real Madrid against Man City, losing Real Madrid 1-2 to Man City. And they haven't got long. We're in injury time. It'll have to be something spectacular, something out of nothing for Real Madrid to score. Man City have got plenty of defenders out on the pitch now, looking to defend. But they've got 5 in defence. 5 in defence in a straight line, Man City. They know how to see out games, and they will see out this game. I cannot see Real Madrid coming back into it. They've only got 4 minutes of injury time. We've played 2 minutes of it. So it's going to be all over very soon. And the Real Madrid fans look, shell-shocked. Some of them are already getting up and leaving. And I don't blame them, because it's been a poor performance from Real Madrid. Really poor performance. And not defensively. I think they've been poor going forward. They've just not shown enough composure going forward. They've not created enough chances. Oh, well, they have created chances. They've just not put them away. Bellingham on the ball here, seeing if he can create something. Cross comes in. Oh, Guardiola with a header out to Marmoush now, who plays it to Savinho, who's been very impressive and who runs forward with the ball. They can't get the ball off him. He's done really well tonight since he's come on. Shoots, but it goes to Courtois, who throws it back out again. So a lot of the games finishing around Europe as the scoreline was this game still going on in Real Madrid against Man City, 2-1 to Man City. Shot. Oh, man. Vinicius Jr. I thought might have possibly got a late equaliser. Boom. Mbappé just looking on. Can't really do much. I like I said, I had this feeling he's not going to be risked. They're not going to play him. They're not going to bring him on, despite what the scoreline, especially this scoreline. I think if Real Madrid were comfortably winning, they might have given him a run out, but not in these circumstances. Let's be honest. Why would you, right? Why would you risk him? I mean, any second now, surely. Final whistle blows. That was a good ball in by Hendrick. Man City defending for their lives here. And it's all over, guys. All over. Ended 2-1 to Man City. They do it, man. They've done it. Hats off to them. Hats off to them. They've managed to see out this game. A game that you would say they were second best in the first 30 minutes of this game. They didn't play well. Let me just change that to full time. So yeah, guys, 2-1 to Man City away from home at the Bernabeu against Real Madrid. Not a scoreline I would have predicted. I did think it's going to be a close game, but I did not expect it to be a win for Man City. Pep Guardiola looks relieved. It wasn't easy for him, but they've done a very good job, and they all should be very happy with themselves. They're putting a shift. They've worked hard as a team, and yeah, what performance! I mean, they were really good at finishing. I mean, they took their chances when they came. Look, the first goal, O'Reilly scoring, he wasn't going to miss it. It was a good cross in from Man City from a corner. It landed in his path, and he had to just kick it in, and he did that. Then the penalty with Rudiger holding, wrestling with Haaland. Again, we've seen this many a time where Rudiger does this in the big games. He holds on to players that he finds difficult to mark. Haaland, of course, is a big player, and yeah, he was never gonna win that battle against Haaland, and he got a penalty, and Haaland put that away. So it's 2-1 to Man City. And look, I feel sorry for Rodrigo. I think he played really well. He was exceptional for Real Madrid, one of their best players. But Real Madrid in the midfield were weak, and they were weak in the attack. I mean, they weren't good enough. They just simply weren't good enough. They can't just rely on Rodrigo to do all the work. So yeah, it's ended 2-1. Good game. I enjoyed that game. It was end-to-end football. And yeah, it was a good watch. I hope you enjoyed it as well, guys. I'm going to leave it there. Hope you enjoyed the stream. Make sure you hit the like. Make sure you subscribe. You're watching the Man United Stream channel, a channel by the fans for the fans.